Hi there, my name is Armando Esteves. I'm product marketing manager for Jeep. Especially, I'm going to be taking you through the new 2020 Gladiator that will be coming next year to the Middle East. This in particular here, the one that you see here, it's a Rubicon version. You can notice that because you get the, let me say, the black accents in the grille, also in the headlamp bezels. You can notice because you have a specific optional steel bumper in the front with obviously your tow hooks right here. You can notice that because also you have the fender flares and the 33-inch, these are 33-inch Falcon tires. We probably won't get this in the Middle East, we will get the BF Goodrich instead. But basically you get the 17-inch wheels, aluminum. Perfect for off-roading. You get the specific premium rock rails, you know, to any possible impact that you may get from the rocks. Just consider that the overall the Gladiator, this wheelbase that you see here, if you can get a decent shot, is actually very, very long. The car in total is like 5 meters 5. The wheelbase is 48 centimeters longer than the Wrangler 4-door version, which makes it more or less a 3.5 wheelbase. And it's a lot. I mean, you get the Rubicon decal on the front, the power vented hood here. Obviously, needless to say, the windshield is completely foldable, and it will rest up here, which actually has a double function because you can actually, this thing you see right here, it will push the water to clean the windshield as well, so you get a double function on that. Obviously, doors fully removable, just need to take these bolts here out, and that would be the interior of the new Gladiator. It's pretty similar to the Wrangler JL. This one in particular features the leather seats. They're heated. Also the steering wheel is heated. You get the 8.4 navigation system, Uconnect, new generation. Fantastic, works really, really fast. And on top of that, you get the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay compatibility, which is always a plus. This unit right here has the 8-speed automatic transmission, which will be standard to all the Gladiators coming to the Middle East.
And at least we will only get the 3.6
3.6 engine, 3.6 V6 Pentastar. It delivers 280 more or less horsepower.
And this one's a Rubicon, but we will also get Overland.
You will get the full lineup.
So it's Overland and Sport, right?
You get a Sport version, which is the entry. Then you get the Overland version, which is kind of more like the lifestyle approach, more kind of like the Sahara for the Wrangler. And then you will get the Rubicon on top of that, and you will have some pretty good news in the future as well. For now, I mean, what you can see here.
He means Desert Hawk, but he's not saying.
I didn't say. Big news in the rear part of the vehicle, which is basically the newest part. First of all, you have a bit more space in the rear part versus our normal Wrangler 4-door. In here, big news, you can actually fold up the seats and you get some storage here that is actually lockable through the key here. Also the same way down there, this is easily closable, and then on top of that you get here a in this case you don't have it, but it's an optional. This is where you would fit your wireless speaker, Bluetooth, that we were mentioning yesterday in the press conference.
So this is a portable wireless speaker that you can actually take out.
You can take it out,
and it will play through the system on the car. But you can take it. So how far away could you take it?
It works with Bluetooth, so you can actually take it out and just with your cell phone.
Oh, okay. So you can use it yourself.
You can use it yourself. And in here, obviously, this is the sliding window, just for, I don't know, if you need to pass through some skis or whatever that you need to do. Obviously, this is unit features the body color fender flares on the Rubicon, which are optional, and then also the body color Freedom hardtop.
So this is the bit that comes off, all of this bit, yeah?
Everything comes off,
yeah.
Everything, just doors, the whole door you can take out. and the windshield you can fold to the front. And we arrived to the best part of the Gladiator, which is the best. I mean, the biggest difference versus the normal Wrangler 4-door, obviously, is that you get the bed. This truck bed is roughly 152 centimeters long. It's actually pretty well accomplished. You get the Jeep here, obviously with the red tones, because this is a Rubicon. The tailgate actually folds like this, and it adds an additional, let me say, 50 centimeters. So the total length of the box of the bed would add up to 2.1 meters, more or less. This thing right here, it can support until, let me say, 500 pounds. So roughly cut that in half. That's how much you have in kilograms. And then this is also, you get different positions, because just with this cable right here, for example, if I pass it down here and I pass it down here, basically you get a different position here, and so like that you get 3 different positions. It's pretty cool.
Is there a step to get into the bed, or?
Huh?
Is there a step to get into the bed, or?
No, not really. I will have to check with my colleagues in Mopar if they have developed a specific accessory for that.
And talking of accessories and Mopars, there's a whole bunch of accessories you can get for the back of this now, isn't there?
Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, we have another Gladiator right there with the bike racks on top of it. I was talking to my colleagues in Mopar. They said they were gonna have plus 200 accessories, and consider that most of those would be available as well for Middle East, because Middle East basically has the same regulations as the NAFTA vehicle, so you don't have to worry about that. In here, very, very convenient. You get a external power source. So for example, if you are, in this case it's 115, but if you are outside, you know, middle of the night, you want to just plug a light, plug a slow cooker, whatever it is. If you are camping, you are just adds up to that feeling of freedom from the Jeep. Standard LED lights there and there when it's dark, so you get some convenience as well. This is the spraying bed liner on top of that, and then you have an optional roll-up tonneau cover, which basically covers everything, and it's just a roll-up, and it's very, very, very cool, because you hide everything that you have on the bed, but at the same time it's very easily foldable. Here, a little Easter egg. You see here is the 419 with the little heart. Those are actually that's the zip code of the Toledo plant where this car is assembled in NAFTA. So let me say, you have two tow hooks in the rear. In there is a preparation for towing with a Class 4 receiver. This car can tow up to 2,722 kilograms. We're working to put an optional pack that could actually maximize that towing capacity even further. On top of that, you have the payload. It's 725 kilograms, 4x4 payload, so that's good. Again, going back to the performance and to the Rubicon feel of it, you get the standard Fox suspension that you see there. Actually, this car has a difference versus the JL in the way that the rear suspension is a 5-link coil suspension, which actually makes it a lot. I mean, you have to accommodate the bed, obviously, and it's good because when you drive it, you feel that it's soft, very, very soft, very comfortable. But when you go and you pack this thing with a lot of different items, the car gets stiffer, so you don't get that feeling that everything is moving around, right? So it's definitely a cool thing. I don't know, on top of that you get, like we were saying yesterday, it's amazing that in a car like this you can get all the safety features that you need as well, for a peace of mind when you're driving, even in a urban environment. You get the blind spot monitoring, you get the adaptive cruise control, which is actually a new thing. It was already available in Model Year 19 Wrangler. You get the forward collision warning, which is this thing that you see right here, but don't worry about it because it's not stick to the windshield, so when you fold it down it stays where it is. You get again lots of safety features that you could expect from a much more urban vehicle, but Also,
So it has
able to
all the
use the
same
city.
comfort and driver's aid features that the new Wrangler has. It has all of those things.
All of those, and on top of that, one novelty that I didn't take you through is I don't know if we have the key here, but in any case, this button that you see right here, which says Off-Road Plus, that's a new feature that will come also in the Wrangler once this vehicle gets launched. Basically, what you do is with the touch of a button, you can just, the car automatically cancels the traction control. If you hold it for 5 seconds, it will actually take out completely the ESC, the electronic stability control. It will give you this sport throttle response that you're looking for when you are off-road. And basically what it does is that when you're driving high speeds off-road, it kind of gives you like that kind of setting that you're looking for. But also when you're going low, in the 4 low mode, the car actually, when you put the Off-Road Plus, also disconnects or connects the rear locker, and does a lot of things to the car to actually improve the feeling that you get when you're off-roading. So it's just, again, the touch of a button, Off-Road Plus, you get everything you need. You need to worry about which mode you're in. You can be in 4 high, you can be in 4 low, whatever you need. It's a pretty cool feature. On top of that, I wanted to show you one very particular thing of this car, which is a new novelty as well for this model in particular, and will also be available for the Wrangler. One thing that I did not tell you about on the front is that you get this different grille versus the Wrangler JL, because it's a bit bigger, because you need bigger air intake for increased towing capacity. But here you have this little guy right here, which is the what we call the trail cam. It's the off-road camera, and it's forward facing. Basically, when you are in the car, you can just with the click of a button connect it, and you see what you have in front of you with perfect, even with the dynamic grid lines that help you understand when the car is moving. One more thing is that you can go from this one to the rear backup camera without having to select your rear on the gear knob, which is actually pretty new, because usually you can only see behind when you select the rear. Not anymore with the Gladiator. And one more cool feature about this is that this little guy right here, you see the little touch here on the bottom, that's actually it will spit water to it, and it will actually self-clean. So that's pretty cool.
That's really handy for an off-roader, isn't it?
Absolutely. When you're in the mud, believe me, you're gonna need that. And that's it, pretty much. What I wanted to tell you about this new 2020 Gladiator. I think everyone's gonna be real excited about it in the Middle East. And
when can we expect it there?
It's gonna be in, let me say, production is gonna start in late January of 2020. So you can expect it there, let me say, late Q1, early Q2, say end of March, April, hopefully. So.
And it's getting it ahead of Europe, isn't it? Middle East is getting it first.
Yeah, absolutely. With the 3.6, because Europe will get a different engine. We will get the 3.0 diesel. So that's why it's got a different timing.
Any idea on prices at this stage?
No, not yet. I mean, we will reveal prices a little bit closer to the launch, but for sure it's gonna make sense in the whole Wrangler lineup. Let me tell you that much.
And any indication on volume for the market?
Volume for now, it's I mean, obviously under discussion, because obviously it's going to be related to the positioning that we're going to have with the car. But let me tell you that again, it's going to be pretty consistent with the Wrangler, and I can say Wrangler is doing very, very well in the A2 segment in Middle East. So we're pretty proud of that, and big expectations of this vehicle. We just can't wait to launch it.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.